Game of Thrones Series 2, Episode 2, titled The Nightlands. And this episode, I really enjoy it. You know, it wasn't as great as, like, the previous episode, but, you know, I still had a kick out of it. And pretty much it's all about the aftermath of King Joffrey ordering to kill all of his previous king's children and the possible bastards, and clearly I could see the motive behind it. You know, clearly he wants, you know, all these other people could initially dethrone him, and he wants to be the only king. He wants to be, there's no other heirs, and that's the reason he's doing it. And I won't lie to you, when Langton thinks it's Cersei, I was like, could it be Cersei? No, it wasn't Cersei. I'm like, I got it right. It was Joffrey. Joffrey did it. That piece of shit of a king. Anyway. But then you got these other stories of, like, Jon Snow's friend trying to help out this girl and who's pregnant, and it's a whole thing of them referencing and hinting about what happens to the sons, because her father marries the daughters, but we don't know what he does when he has boys, what he does for his sons. And what he does for his sons is, like, just feed them to the dogs, pretty much. And it's really horrible and terrifying, and you're like, God, clearly this guy, the father of this guy, of these women, is going to get his neck cut completely, because what he's doing is just wrong and disgusting, and like him marrying his daughters, But also you got this other storyline. Like, the only scene that we have with Daenerys is when we find out that, you know, in the previous episode, you know, her and her people are desperate. They want, you know, they want to get land, they want to get water, they want to get food. They are really in the middle of flipping nowhere. And so Daenerys gets these two people and say, hey, you go to the left, you go to the right, talk to them and hope for the best. And we find out that for one of them it didn't turn out so well. They got the head chopped off, got the horse coming back, and the real problem is they can't, like, a woman, basically they became the internet. Basically the reason they don't like the idea of Daenerys isn't because they think she could be a great person and great ruler, is because a woman as a leader? Oh, preposterous! I'm going to cut his head off and let the wife or the girlfriend of this man cry until there's enough water to feed the entire of her people. I mean, really, it's a milestone of a scene. It's a really good scene, and it's, you know, even though it's the only time we see her, it's a really good scene. The only criticism is this whole storyline with the woman in red. You know, except the scene where one of the guys is trying to assuage a pirate to work with them and trying to battle with and trying to take over the kingdom of Cersei's kingdom. That was a good scene. That was a scene I felt was needed. The scene where it's like, hey, I'm going to take off all my clothes. This woman just takes off all her clothes and says, I'm going to give you sons. And then the king goes and have sex with her. And I'm like, what was the point of it? What was the point of that scene? I'll tell you fucking shit. Oh, just so we can see this woman naked. That's probably the only reason. Yeah, still, the woman red dress storyline just not intriguing at all, personally, for me.